I never actually noticed that there's this giant window right here. But that doesn't matter because we're actually going to go through this door, which we didn't before. Hello everybody, welcome back to Metroid Prime Remastered. I hope you are doing well today. And kerplowy, that's why we didn't go through here before, because we didn't actually have this weapon. There's a clear air flowing from the Bedesium grate. That's something I didn't realize that was right here, so we're actually going to blow that up, and then we roll in. I didn't even see that this was over here, but I love how it's a little safe pocket. And now we got the scan over here, which I assume will then turn the fans on. Perfect! Although I do feel bad for the little puff stools, but that explains how we get our energy tag. I love it so much. Honestly, it's really smart, but also it's kind of sad because now we don't have a way of infinitely just getting our health back in this room. But that's okay. Wow, I really messed that up. Just trying to get back up top now. Or rather get back into this room, which I don't know why I decided to go all the way to the top. Let's see who's attacking us. It is these little guys. That's right, you are still not going to avoid Samus's powers. It's like you can hide, but you can't run from her. I also wonder if one of these elite pirates is also going to wake up, and that would be a no, but that's okay. I would rather not have to deal with a bunch of, like, space pirates and stuff like that. Oh, and I'm guessing now we're going to be fighting one, because Lily entered this room and it's like, yep, we're going to have a mighty roar. I don't know if we necessarily need to worry about taking care of these guys right now or not, but that's okay. While we're here, we may as well say the doors are locked indeed. Ooh, this one also doesn't have a cannon. Why are you not trying to attack me from afar? It's like you could use that and easily destroy us if you really wish to. An easy peasy lemon meringue pie. This weapon is really strong, and that was a completely other wrong foot. Oh. Now we're back in a room full of Metroids. I'm surprised this thing just barely missed us. Managed to hit it from that side. I don't know how, but I'm not complaining. Also neat that these guys are also back, and it feels like there is plenty more of these Metroids. Nope, you are not going to. Okay, now you're going to hatch up to me. I was wondering how long it would take until we actually got latched on by one of these things. I was wondering if we needed to use the X-ray visor here, because obviously we didn't have it before we came here, and what do we want to do from here? Can we just jump? We can't. So I don't know how many Phazons there's actually going to be down here. Excuse me, you are going to leave me alone, you little Metroids. You guys are so cool looking though. I just really like how many different designs there are for the different Metroids. All depending on what game you're playing, but also where you need to be. We're going to move into this room. I was going to say, what are you? Are you going to be a big threat, or are you just some invisible creature that Samus can just target onto? And here's a question, not necessarily for you guys, but just in general. If she couldn't target the invisible clones, or cloaked drone rather, how could she target into something that's burrowing into the ground? Because you think those things would also technically be invisible? Oh hello, you are just a normal space pirate. I'm not used to seeing you guys around here. There's so many mushrooms. I also really like how the music just changes depending on whether there's a room full of Phazon or not. Okay, I was wondering whether we're going to see more of these guys. They are here, and they are getting really close. Or, well, it is rather. I don't know if there's going to be more than one. I kind of don't want it near us, so I've never actually gotten one of those things latching onto Samus, so it's been kind of interesting to see. Nice try, mushroom. I guess now that I think about it, all the Metroids in a way are kind of all mushroom-like, which is kind of interesting. Dude, you're making it harder for the both of us. Like, one of us is going to attack and hit each other, and it's not going to be you. Technically it was, but still. Now, so be careful not to head down into here. So then we'll just grapple back onto this flying cow. I don't know why you want to call them cows, because technically they're not manatees, but that's okay. We'll just drop into this room. Dang, I love how pretty the the Phazon is. Obviously it damages poor Samus, And, okay, I was gonna say, are we going to be able to get the platform back, or are we just going to end up getting into the pool infinitely from doing that? Okay, I think there is another suit that we can get that will allow us to safely traverse through all this Phazon. Should also probably try to freeze these guys, but I also really like this weapon. Still makes it easy though. I'm also surprised we don't need to use another X-ray to be able to go through here. I also find it kind of interesting how the only weapon that really needs, I guess, some assistance or whatever you want to call it, from actually going out and in and out from being into missile form is the Ice Blast. I don't know why that's the case, but still, wow, we just completely missed out. I'm guessing we want to land on a mushroom then. There we go. Takes 2 tries apparently. And is this a save or is this okay? It is a save. No, it's a missile replenish station. I don't remember what they're actually called, but that's okay. I'm also glad that we finally found a map as well. I don't know why I didn't try to go into that room in the first place. It could have made navigating here a lot easier, but hey, that's okay. Ooh, giant mushroom and so many like friggin' Phazon down here. It's interesting that we know it radiates heat. I'm glad there's little pockets of safety down below. I would say we just completely missed this mushroom again, but why am I not surprised? Sometimes platforming is really easy and other times it's just like, why is it so hard? What is shooting up? Oh, these guys. Okay, I didn't expect it to be invisible with these, but hey, just what it is. I'm glad you could also see where they're shooting from. I was wondering if this is just going to be an empty room or if it was going to be filled up with more pirates and stuff like that. Also surprised there's not any more around, like their central hub of this whole world. Like this whole Phazon mine is literally just from them. It's also impressive how much work they put into it. You are there, and there is another barrier there. Oh, is there 2? Oh, there is 2 of you. Honestly, I think these guys look really cool. It's too bad that there's none that are actually good. Not necessarily in this game, but just in Metroid in general. Like, imagine how freaking cool it would be if Samus just, like, works with the face up. Also, wait. We can actually see her hand through these beams. It's really cool, although this is barely right now. Well, yeah. That's really cool. I never noticed that before. I know technically we could just not hold on to the space rail over here, or a spider-ball rail rather, but just for safety measures for poor Samus over here, I would rather not drop down into the Phazon, because that stuff hurts. Now, do we need to use this? No, that doesn't do anything except for really shows where heat is. And now they get down and they just noticed her. I'm guessing we probably noticed her behind the gate, but just didn't do anything considering she couldn't enter before then. Oh, yeah, I see you up there, pirate. But I want to scan another data entry. That is so fun to use, although it does suck up a lot of missiles. Unfortunately, how many of you guys are there? It's like one after another, just like in freaking Magician's Hat. Except for instead of rabbits, it's just space pirates. Oh, but now we got decisions. We got this room, but also the room down below here. Hello. There's another one of you. Why am I not surprised? Oh, this one probably already hit. But I'm gonna go down here first, because it might just be a save station. And it looks like it is, because it's good to save. Once again, tip, make sure you save. But now we have this room, which is awfully misty, and I have a feeling that there's probably going to be a boss upcoming. I was going to say maybe in this room, but no, just a normal space part. And we got some ice that we could melt, because, you know, ice versus fire, one of them is going to win. And, okay, well, my suspicions were correct. That looks like it's one big space pirate. Omega Pirate, the most powerful form of the elite pirate forces. Omega Pirate can become invisible to normal sight. It is vulnerable when cloaked. All its energy is drawn from defense systems. By exposing itself to Phazon, it can regenerate damaged tissues and organs. I almost said organisms. Considered the pinnacle of elite pirate program, This enemy should be handled with extreme caution and maximum firepower. So without further ado, let's just get into it. I also found it kind of interesting how it was actually just watching Samus. I don't know if it was necessarily awake at that point or not, but it kind of looked like it was. Dang, this thing is humongous. Like, bruh. Also, it looks like it has like Phazon or something going on, but hopefully this boss won't be too much of a pain. And here is a random question for you guys, not necessarily a common question of the day, but how many of you back in 2016, if you guys have watched it or know what I'm talking about, remember those videos of EYES spells videos? Because that and the the dancing roach video are just popped up in my head right before recording this episode, and I don't know why, but I find those absolutely hilarious. I was wondering if this thing was going to be able to punch us or not. So now that it's down, now we could just shoot its guts eventually. I don't know why we weren't able to get it from that angle, but you know what? It's okay. At the end, we know that we need to see it in its invisible state. And hello, little dudes. How are you guys doing? I was gonna say, wait, where did these tags come from now that I think about it? Because obviously we see the big boy somewhere, and then these little guys showed up. Get out of here, try to see if we can find the other boss. Hello, how are you doing? I should go to switch here, because I think for this one it's best to try to use super missiles against it, even though you can't perfectly get it down. This is one of those bosses where it will just keep regenerating no matter what you do. But where's it now? It's right over there. So can we get another shot before it regens? Sadly, we couldn't, but that is okay. Now, I'm talking about those videos and stuff like that because I guess technically they could be considered to be meme videos. What videos that are like of memes, or just not necessarily meme videos, but what videos of yours have you watched either recently or maybe a good while back that you find really funny that you would like to share? Because I'm very curious to know what different people find like, amusing or entertaining, etc., etc. And for me, lately I haven't really been watching a whole lot of videos aside from gaming videos. So another, I guess, question topic of that, what kind of video have you watched recently in terms of like, games and stuff like that? So obviously if you're watching this, you'll be probably watching lots of like Metroid Prime videos. And for me, as I've been going through Tears of the Kingdom, I've actually been going back and forth between watching Tears of the Kingdom videos and like whatever else might float about. Yes, kneel down before me so I can shoot at your missiles. I don't know why I call these things missiles, because technically they aren't. But also just realizing, I think it going up is a way of being like, hey, I need some help here. Also now we're going to try to ignore all these little guys that come along, because the feeling that the regeneration from the big Omega Pirate is going to get a lot quicker. I could be wrong about that, but where are you? Here you are, big guy. Nice try, you're not going to regenerate yet. I know eventually you're going to be, but now it's not the time. Oh! And did we actually defeat it, or is it going to go to a second phase? It looks like we did defeat it at... Ow! Poor Samus, I don't know if that just crushed in front of her. And oh my gosh, just melted into lots of Phazon. Hopefully that's not all over the ground, so ideally Samus could go in there. Unless I was gonna say, unless that's how we actually get her new armor. Dang, I forgot how sick this armor looks. But also, thank you Omega Space Pirate for giving me the Phazon suit. And now we're going to go up, now that we know we can now go and I guess swim through Phazon. I don't know if we would be able to actually technically swim through any of them, because I don't know if there would be any deep enough. But we can go up here, which I have no idea what's going to be beyond here. So I totally forgot about that boss. I thought it was just going to be elite pirates. Oh! Back to this room. Yes, that's a beautiful energy tank, which is perfect, because I was worried about how low our health was going to be. And now we just gotta get through and make sure that we can get to a save station. Oh, hello, Metroid. I just went to go back to this save station before we actually went up forwards over there. Now this room is littered with Metroids. And we now have a new type of Metroids, which I didn't expect to see them in here. The Fission Metroids. Metroid's ability to split into two forms, not spit. The fission Metroid is a mutant capable of splitting into two. The split in both new creatures with invulnerability to most weaponry. This effect is unstable, resulting in weakness to a type of weapon fire. The vulnerable part appears to be random due to the chaotic nature of the Phazon mutation. That's actually going to be a question. I was wondering if at some point, as one just like latches onto a head, like you get out of here. It's also interesting how you could still damage at least one of them without using it. And that's just because that's just like another one. These things are very chaotic now, so I didn't actually expect to see him near. But I was actually wondering how these things actually breed, and it said something about Phazon, so I was like, that must be how the space powers are actually able to like breed these things or get them into light in here. It's also good to know that we can actually stun them with using their weakness. It's also interesting how these things even have like a weakness towards a certain like weapon ability. Did I actually hit you there, or are you just being all squiggly? Honestly, I love these things because I love jellyfish, and these things are basically just like alien jellyfish, which I guess in a way are jellyfish alien-like. Either way, I'm super happy that we can now just walk through down here. There are so many of them now. Wait, was that just like a normal one? Or did they actually split? And ow! You are absolutely rude. I was just minding my own business. Seeing how absolutely beautiful this area is, and you just had to go and ruin that for me. I see you up to space pirates. I don't think you could get away from me even if you run behind a wall like that. It's like, fair enough, dude. That's actually kind of smart. Also not very smart of me to go into something that could easily just explode and crumble underneath us. But you know what? It's fine. And now we are back up here. We obviously see that there's a moving platform. But I wonder how we are supposed to get up there, and if there's actually going to be a door that it leads us to. I don't really remember, because I don't know if we actually went up this high. Oh, hello! I don't know why I didn't expect to see some kind of other enemy up here. Considering this room seems to be one of the most secure area in the mines. I don't know why that's the case, but that's okay, we'll just move on. I'm so happy that we actually got this armor today, because I thought it was just going to be even more later in the game, and nope, it's like right there. It was like right under our fingertips. We were very close to it last episode, which I'm surprised about. We just left the mines for whatever reason. Now to find out if we did not get damaged in the water. Unfortunately, we did get damaged in the lava, aka water, for whatever reason. I don't know why I said that, but hey, that's okay. Now let's just figure out where to go from here, because there's so many directions we can actually go through. The fact that it brought us back to Magma Cavern makes me wonder if there's something in here that we maybe need. It's also really satisfying just to be able to like, freeze and really fire things. You would think that they wouldn't be able to last, like, or be able to be frozen for this long. But hey, that's okay, I ain't complaining. I totally forgot about this room. So I decided to go all the way back and just go back to the main room. Because connecting to that, we have one other room that we haven't gone through yet. Don't know if it has an upgrade or something that we might need. I'm so used to now seeing the new Metroids that got introduced that I expected to see them down here and not these regular old easy to deal with Metroids. And this dude that's easy to take care of is also new. I didn't expect it to be really like a missile dude like right there. I don't actually remember what they're called. I keep wanting to call the cameras and apparently missiles too, which I don't really think they're shooting any missiles, but hey, I guess in my brain they do. And you deserve this one. Why do you deserve it? I have no idea. But that's okay, because there's gotta be a way to be able to open this door. Apparently we're going to be attacking this guy, via X-ray, even though we know it's like right there. Security bioscan locks in place. Locks keyed into space pirate life signs only. Access denied. Which makes me wonder why Samus doesn't just rip off one of the space pirate arms and then use that to scan. There's gotta be something. Oh, I was gonna say, there's gotta be something that allows us to go through here. Maybe by using this on the gate? Aha! So we could have got to this really early on, but that's okay. It's not like we were able to go in here in the first place, and now we just got ourselves another upgrade, baby. I was wondering when this one was going to happen. I actually remember this, I guess, what it called super missile, the flamethrower required. Which, despite us not having a lot of missiles, I actually wanted to show how it's used because it's a really fun weapon to actually use. It's like, yeah. But now that's as much as it will actually do because I don't want to get rid of all our missiles here. But I think with that then, it's a perfect time to leave it where we are. Are you new? You are not new. But there is a scan over here. Bendezium. Okay, before we leave it, I was gonna say it would be a good place to actually leave it off. Which we will. But I wanted to know what was actually in here, which was nothing. Oh, never mind, it was a missile expansion in there. Booyah, baby. At least we don't need to worry about that. But yeah, anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Slap that subscribe button, say something down in the comments down below. Do what you do, and I will see you in the next video, which I have no idea where we're going to start or where exactly we're going to go. But that's that's just what we're going to figure out in the next episode. Words are hard, guys. Peace.